Hello. Okay. Hello, can anyone see me yet? I'm not sure. It says to me this live event will begin in 3 minutes. Ooh. Hello. Can you see me yet? Do, do, do. Go live. Oh no. I hope I didn't click that. Oh, you can see and hear me. Why can't I see myself? That's really sad. Okay, that's fine. I can probably see on a different page. Well, my public view doesn't show much, so I will just hope that you can see me. And if you can't see me, then just give me a shout. That would be lovely if you could. So good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that we're doing this. I had a very challenging week this week, and I really felt like, you know what, I just need to talk to my crafties. I just need to do a little show. We just need to have a chat. I feel like I need to kind of express myself creatively with everything that happened last week. My husband is just coming. He's just going to post your boxes, bless him. Okay, so as I said, I can't see myself on the public view, but I can see the previous. That should be enough. Sorry. Yeah, and panini, thank you. Sorry, that was a little bit of conversation there. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a canvas, and this is something I had in mind for a very long time. And when there was a conversation on the, hold on, I'm just going to put that in here. When there was a conversation, when there was a conversation on Craftbox group about, you know, how you can bring down the cost of crafting, and you know, what you can do to still, you know, be creative, but maybe you don't spend that much money. This project I had in mind for a very long time, and as you guys were talking about it, I thought, you know, it would be really good if I can, you know, we can have a catch up, and I can do something that, you know, will not require me to think about the kind of creativity of it, and you'll see in a second what I have in mind. But from the other hand, I can also show you how you can really, you know, utilize everything you have in your house, and how you can make it, you know, make a beautiful piece of art. Hopefully, it's going to be beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing today is, first of all, I'm going to put some texture paste on this canvas, and this canvas is fairly sizable. I'm going to try to move around. I have the camera zoomed in quite a lot because I wanted to, you know, kind of make sure that you know what I'm doing. Then after I put texture paste on and dry it with a little bit with my heat gun, I'm going to start sticking all these things on. And these are just the regular household items. I'm going to show you what they are. And after that, I have another box. So every time I craft and every time I just like open a new packet of something, I put all the spares in a little box. And also, like when I do your craft boxes, whenever there is a broken piece of something, or or I break it, because I break things, then I put it in there as well. So you will see there like keys that kind of fell apart and all this. Save this. If it ever happens to you, or if you have the kind of metal bits that kind of fall apart, or plastic bits fall apart, save it. It's brilliant for projects like this. So I have all this. So all this and all those bits that I just showed you a moment ago, I'm going to be putting on this canvas, and then I'm going to gesso it all with white gesso. I'm probably going to use my golden one if I can find it. And then I'm going to dry it all, and then I'm going to spray it. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get here, but I really hope that we can have a chat today. So yeah, so that's the plan. What does everyone think about it? Is that good? Is that bad? I can tell you about my week if you want it, or we can just craft. It's completely up to you because it's your show. So yeah, okay, so to start with, I am going to take a few stencils and I'm just going to do texture paste. And yeah, so where I'm going to focus for now is with my stencils is the outline, not the outline, the peripheral area of my canvas, and then because the majority of the things I'll be sticking on will then go around here. So all this cardboard, like all the lace and that, it will go a bit closer to the center, and then a bit closer to the center there will go all the embellishments, all the like really dimensional things. And I have lots of resin as well, so I'll put the resin pieces here. Oh, actually, yeah, these are from the new Prima molds, so I'll put that around as well. And after that, as I said, don't it's going to look horrendous because it's going to be all different colours. It's going to be all pieces piled on top of each other. I lost my train of thought. All pieces on top of each other, and then in the middle, where it's all going to be white, because all going to be gessoed, and all going to be sprayed. But then what I want to do here, I want to put a little set of like door embellishment, and I'll show you these in a second, because I kind of felt like, and this is really deep, so do excuse me, but I kind of felt, especially this week, like has been quite challenging in all, like mainly in my kind of day job. And I felt like I just really wanted to express that in a way and create a piece that's a bit of like hope and enjoy, like love what you do. And in that, when that's going to be sprayed, it's all gonna, I want this turquoise and brown. And then I want this set of door, and everything underneath is not going to be sprayed. Or that's what I'm thinking. So it's all going to be like crazy colours, or it will be sprayed with different colours. So there will be that door might be open, or I don't know how I'm going to figure it out yet. And then there will be like a little kind of inspirational piece. That's my thought. So let's get going. So as I'm going to be doing this, it's slightly less kind of brain intensive. By the way, I am using my Art Basics modelling paste, opaque matte. That's the Primo one. You have a little bits of it. If you've got the Mixed Media Essentials, then there's a tube of it. I loved it so much, I got myself a big pot of it. I did get additional too, and when I have a moment, I'm going to put them on the website. As you know, everything is about March Craft Box and back orders at the moment, so okay. So yeah, please tell me what you're doing. Please tell me how you're doing. Please tell me, what if you're creating anything. How is your day going? How has your week been? I would love to know. I would really, really love to know, because the big part of this is that I want to have a chat with you. I want to do something that's not going to require me to focus on what I'm doing that much, and just really want to chat. I want to chat with you. So tell me how your day is going, and what you're up to today. And I know the time is a bit different as well, comparing to what we have done before. But I did say to Wendy when she asked on the website, on our Craft Boxes group, the reason why is because I'm focusing at the moment on Marchbox, and I kind of need to compartmentalize my day. And I'm the kind of person, when I focus on something, I can just keep going. So I really, I don't do really well with being distracted, because I'm easily distracted, so you probably know. So yeah, so I'm just going to keep going. When I start the Marchbox and nearly done with packing, I think I've got 2 more products. So I've got the flowers to pack, and I've got the papers to pack. But these are generally quite time consuming, because the flowers, obviously there's whole arrangement on the, as you know, there's a whole arrangement on the backing card, so that does generally take a long time to do in the quantities, obviously, that we have the craft boxes in now, which is 300. So yeah, just on the way back home from Hobbycraft, watching my husband driving. Oh, thank you, Emma. I hope you enjoyed your trip to Hobbycraft. Right, Dee, as you asked, where do I get these? I got this one from a craft show, but Works will have it. I would say don't buy the expensive ones. You can get some that are exactly the same, and they will cost you a fortune, and you can get some that are really cheap. Just get the cheap one. You know, it's just a spreader. You can also spread it with credit card or debit card. That's, you know, like an old one, obviously, or a loyalty card, any of this sort. That works perfectly as well. Okay. All right. So where was I? I'm just going to, as I said, I want to mainly focus with the paste. I want to focus on the outside area, so I'm just going to be kind of adding the paste here and there. Where else do I want it? Maybe just kind of in between. Just want to be a bit more creative with it. Oh, I'm gonna make a massive mess. I need to get myself a little like a little a little plastic container where I'm going to put stencil that I used and I need to wash later. Okay. All right. So, and then I think I'm just gonna, I'm just going to kind of play with it, add a little texture to the, you don't have to have a stencil to add texture to your project. You can always just do it with your palette knife. You can't see it. I apologize. Hold on. I do need to move that around. So, in the corner here, I'm just putting a little bit of texture paste. Okay. All right. Welcome, Karen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just starting, and I am just spreading texture paste all over my canvas, and I'm going to be doing kind of recycled canvas. Okay. All right, so heat gun, and we're just going to be heat gunning this big time, and then I will start sticking all the stuff on top, and then we will see how long we take to dry it all. Okay. I've got my non-stick mat, my craft mat underneath, so I've got 2. I've got a really big one, and I also have one that I use for projects, like a project mat, I call it. So yeah. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and just keep drying this. Good morning, Karen. I can read your chat now that I heat gunning. I like heat gunning because I can read the chat. Okay. Aww, mini album, yeah. Those mini albums have been so incredibly popular. Okay, this paste dries quite fast. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle said that she loves the textures. So these that paste. Hold on, where is it? Dries quite fast, but it doesn't dry as fast as my golden one, golden crackle, which is not crackling at all. But it's very fast drying. But this one dries, okay. It's okay for this kind of show. Otherwise, I would need to leave it overnight. Aww. Hi, Pam. Love to you as well. Okay. So you see it's almost dry now, which is great. So husband went to post oh, get your act together, Anna, today. Honestly, my brain is not working very well since last week. Anyway, so husband went to post January back orders, and February, November and December will be posted next week, along with March box. So he's gone there. He's getting me coffee and panini, bless his heart. I'm starving. We don't really have much in the fridge because it's been so busy, and I've been working on March box in the evenings, which was incredibly busy. Okay. What's the difference between modelling paste and texture paste? Okay, I'm just reading your comments. So, to be honest, I don't know, and I just use both. I just use both on whatever I need, and I just play with it and see if the properties kind of suit me. This is not dry yet. This is dry air, but still needs some time. Yeah, so I just use both to be honest. If anyone knows better, what is the difference? Do respond to Sylvia. But yeah, I just use whatever suits me, to be honest. As long as I get the result I want. Modelling paste, texture paste, not sure. Alright. Okay. Drying. So I wanted to ask you, hold on. I'm just going to carry on with that. I just wanted to ask you, are you guys excited about the April box? Because I'm super excited. I know I have been quite quiet about this, mainly because, as I said, I had a bit of a hell of a week at work, and then now March box needs to be sent out, so that's where my focus is at the moment. But all the products for April box start to arrive, and they are awesome. They really are awesome. So I think it's going to be different box as well. I mean, it's going to have the usual. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just cutting this lace apart. So, yeah. So the April box, is going to have, there will be some similarities. There will be papers, and there will be obviously Prima papers, and there will be one from one of the latest collections, so that's exciting as well. But then you will also have kind of things that are crafty and kind of established in a crafting world as products, but we didn't have before. I'm trying to bring new things all the time, so that it doesn't get, I don't want craft books to be to have the same products all the time, even if they're different colors, etc. I'm trying to make sure that's different. So yeah. So excited about March box. Yeah, March box is nearly done. Okay, that's where I am with this. Excited about all the boxes, bless you. Okay, this is still a bit wet, but what I'm going to do is I am going to put some texture on, and then I'm going to dry it when the glue is drying as well. So I'm kind of going to try to dry it at the same time. Okay. Oh, unable to say March box will be your first box. Yeah, I hope you like it. It is. I love March. I love the working on March box. I love the theme. I really genuinely enjoyed putting the products inside and putting the products in the packets, which is really good. Mark is actually finishing one of the products, bless him. So yeah, he's not enjoying it. Because I needed to focus on other things. In case you are wondering what I'm using, you know how much I love the multimedia matte, so that's what I'm using for this. It's getting really bright in here. I'm going to place that in here. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm adding texture, loads and loads and loads of texture. Okay, so that's what I love. Love you, stretch us. Oh, Is the April one on for ordering yet? No, Theo, it's not. It will be on Friday next week. It is a week later than usual. It's being kind of announced a week later. Not a week later than usual. Maybe just a few days later than usual. Oh, by the way, I did say I'm going to go through this. So before I go into details of the April box, I'm just going to move this aside, and I'm going to show you what I found and what I'm going to be using on my canvas. Okay, now brace yourselves. You wanted to see what, is there a way to get crafting cheaper? Here we go. I went to the kitchen this morning. So we have a little net from Sweet Potatoes. I have this little ring from Sticks to, as you know, I use loads and loads of glue dots on craft boxes. So I've got loads of these. So that's all you want is texture. You want texture on this kind of piece. Loads of texture, and I promise you can create the most beautiful pieces. You need color sprays, or any type of kind of spray with mica and canvas, and just loads and loads of rubbish. Pretty much. So here is another thing I'm going to be using. This is something that fell apart in my hands. This is a Hobbycraft own tape gun, and I really didn't. I didn't appreciate it fell apart. So I've got this, but those gears will be quite good. And don't worry about the colour. It's all going to be painted. I've got a little bit of a tissue, and then I have these pieces from. These are the Prima molds. So I had 4 on a website. I'm going to show you the molds because they are really lovely. These are the molds. Here you go. So I have those, and I've put some resin in them. And then I have some corrugated card. I have something from the sandwich wrapping thing. I've got my, obviously, thing, the kitchen towel. Now, my husband broke our freezer drawer, so I brought this as well, and I will actually use it. I will make a point of using it. I have, more corrugated stuff from the cap of something. I have a little bit of old lace. This is actually December lace, I think. I've got metal, aluminium foil. I've got my cat's toy, which my cat broke. So I'll be using this. All this you can use. Look, I've got a little pulley tabs from the drinks. I've got a little bit of this. This is actually lace from the March box, but this is a second because it's cut in the middle there. That's how it arrived to me. I've got a little bit of things. So I've got all sorts here. Okay. Yes, he broke it and he still didn't buy it. He still didn't replace it, and I'm really on his case because I want him to replace it. Bless him. Another thing I'm going to be using, those flourishes that will be in March box. So I get a lot of, when I get the set from a factory, unfortunately 2 of those were something I would not send to you because they were kind of the cutting went wrong. I've got those as well, so I'm going to be using that. All of it I'm going to be using. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to be using mold on the actual canvas, Karen. I'm going to be using what I took out of the molds. Okay, so this is where I am. So this is where I'm going to be using. I'm going to place this somewhere. Hold on. So this goes there. This goes there. All you need to do, you need to create texture, loads and loads of textures. Just take your favorite adhesive and just keep sticking. If you want to do it with me, then just go ahead, do it with me, because it's fun, but it's time consuming. So I thought, we can have a chat. I can start sticking, maybe inspire you to do similar. Oh, I would love you to do similar one. Oh, I would love that. Oh, you know what? Oh, let's do this. Okay, this is for those who are watching this show live at 10:50 in the morning on Saturday. So I have a challenge for you. The challenge will, I'm so excited. I just thought about it. So the challenge will be create a canvas like this It may be smaller, that's fine, but just use any household items you have, any kind of rubbish you have, just stick it on, and then either paint it, like gesso it, paint it and spray it, basically do what I'm going to be doing, and send me the picture. The nicest picture is going to get a free craft box. How's that? Okay. The screen is very bright. Let me just turn the brightness down because it got a bit... Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, that should be fine. So the brightness should be much better now because suddenly we got sunshine here. So, okay. So let me know what you think about the challenge. What do we think about the challenge? Okay. All right, that should be better now. Okay. So, I'm going to keep sticking things on and I'm going to keep chatting to you. So, we will get some knitting stuck on. Okay. Get that somewhere here. Okay. Is the brightness okay? Is it better? Okay, lovely. Thank you. I'm glad it's better. So, what do we think about the challenge? All good? Okay, let's do this. I want to challenge you to do these things because I think, it's all creativity and you can just be creative no matter what your budget is. To be fair, I don't want to be hypocritical. I have a business, so I have a business where I sell craft stuff. But also one of the reasons why I wanted to start Craftbox is because I wanted to receive every month. I wanted to receive products that normally would cost much more, and I want to have a nice set of those. And there was nothing like this on the market. Therefore, I thought Craftbox is going to be a good idea because it's going to resonate with a lot of people because it's a set for just over £20. And and you can enjoy the products. And if you create 2-3 times a month, then probably Craftbox would last you for a really long time. Okay, how long do we have? Do we need to buy a canvas? Do we think we can use the same? Hold on, I'm just reading your chat. Do you think you can use the same technique on paper, card, stock, or is it too fragile? You can use the same technique, but you would need to have a really thick cardstock, or you need to have a chipboard to make it really work. The canvas is the best, but as long as it's some kind of surface and you use this kind of technique of sticking a lot of things on, then I'm happy with that, and that's fine. Okay, so how long do we have, and do we need to buy a canvas? You don't need to buy a canvas, but it needs to be a sturdy surface. It would need to be at least 6 by 6. It cannot be smaller than that. And how long do you have? So how long do we have? How long do you have? Let's say you have till the end of March. How does this sound? Till the end of March, and then if you win, then you will get the May box free. How's that? Okay? Because I think it's going to be a bit too late for April box, because April box orders by the end of March are going to be processed already. So yeah, but let's do the May box. And May box is going to be awesome as well. Sam was helping me with packing at times. She gave me the idea for a May box, and I also got your ideas as well. So what do we think about this one going somewhere there? Well, maybe that one needs to wait for a little longer. Okay, I'm just gonna add more texture. Okay, lovely. I'm glad you like the idea. I like it too. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick more on, just adding more texture here. Okay, and putting, so I would try to keep this kind of on the outside as well. I need to remember to keep this on the outside because then the rest of the items is going to go fairly in the center. Okay, So I'm just using loads of my multimedia matte, and I'm really generous with it as well because I want this to stick forever, and I obviously don't want this to budge. Okay. All right. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. 31 of you watching, from what I can see, at the moment. Total view time hours. Okay, 11. Hold on. Yeah. I have different view to what you can see on your actual page, but I've got, yeah, it says 31. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right, but that's fine. Okay. Right, good stuff. So I keep sticking. In case you are wondering what this crazy woman is doing, my husband just left. Bless him. He's going to post your boxes. He's kind of been a bit slow with it, but he's going now. He needs to really. Post office closing in an hour. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's what I'm putting on. How about a cat toy? Like, do you know what? I'm not really sure if I'm going to leave this on YouTube because people are like, what is wrong with this woman? Seriously. What is wrong with her? She's just using rubbish in her art. Is that rubbish art? No, it isn't. Hopefully it isn't. Okay. I worry I'm actually going to run out of my multimedia, but I think I've got another one. But I don't have matte one. I have glossy one. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it? Yeah, I shall stick that later. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, my hubby he's a good man. He's a very, very good man. Although sometimes it's driving me crazy, like all husbands, right? He is driving me crazy at times. Okay, I need something in this corner here, so I'm just going to move that so you can see. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to take a little bit of lace, maybe, and just stick this onto here. Okay, so as I said, again, don't worry about the fact that it all looks crazy. It will all come together at some point. We will see how long it's going to take me to finish. I might have to post the pictures afterwards, but you know. Looking forward to my very first box. Oh, you know what? So I did say that before. So we have 300 boxes in March, and I didn't do. I'm not doing back orders on March boxes or waiting list. The reason why is because it's been hard with but the back orders. The back orders are fine, and I really appreciate your patience. But I'm quite excited that they're finally going to be out soon. Well, they are out. January ones are out literally now, and then the December and November ones are going to be out next week. I'm glad because it's the delivery has been so slow, and I got caught in the whole Chinese New Year, and yeah, it just was not. It was just frustratingly annoying. But back orders are not back orders. The waiting list. There has been a lot of concern about the fact that they were later. They were coming later, and I understand that. But at the same time, there was nothing I could do. So normally, I did get an odd email saying, I ordered my box 2 weeks ago, when it's going to be delivered, and then I say, the boxes are delivered once a month, and they're about 4 to 5 weeks after they're paid for. That's fine. But with the waiting list, especially that, I probably wasn't very clear with, when the regular pre-orders went out, I wasn't that clear. When they went out, that these are not the waiting list ones. It was a bit tricky because a lot of people were upset. So, but I mean, not to the degree that anyone would like not order again or anything of this sort. But I just want to, it's sometimes difficult to set the expectations for these things, especially if you have to wait for delivery from, you know, from Thailand, from China, from India, and from America, and you know, sometimes you know when they're going to get delivered, and sometimes you don't. So yeah. Okay. Watching Facebook. All right. Okay, so this is where I am with my pile of rubbish. So it looks like this so far. I kind of have myself a little zoomed in, because I want to make sure that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So that's that. I am going to take a little bit of Tammy's rambling, but if you can hear like a storm-like sounds, it is my stomach. It's not anything else. It is my stomach. So I'm going to stick this on, and okay, and I'll try to scrunch it as much as I can. Okay, I love this t-shirt. I love the fact that it's quite thin and it really adheres beautifully to everything. So I'm just going to get that on, get that here. Okay, and then we will dry it. It will take ages probably to dry, but that's fine. Alright, that's fine. Okay, good. I feel like I was going somewhere with this whole kind of April box situation, but I just completely missed it now. But yeah, April box, and then May box. I'm starting to plan May box now and starting to buy products for May, and then very soon is going to be June box, and yeah, boxes, boxes, boxes. Love it. I do hope that all the new all the lovely new customers we have for March, because you know, if we have 300 boxes and in April we have 350, that I really hope you're going to like your boxes. I think the March one is, you know, I think every one of them is very special, but the March one is kind of up my street, and I really enjoy creating it, and I think the products are just special, just oh, they're lashes. And even if you don't like the colours, do exactly what I'm doing now. Do put some gesso over them, and make sure that you know, then spray them, and that's what you can do. Okay, so I think we will need more texture, so I'm just going to keep adding this. Okay, planning the boxes is really fun, but it's also stressful at times. I mean, this whole enterprise is not very stressful, which is good, well, to a degree, I guess, but it's stressful when I have deadline looming, like with the boxes, and I need to plan everything. But yeah, the actual planning of boxes is really exciting. It's then finding the products that I've imagined, and or convincing the factory to create it for me in a smaller quantity, because you know, I'm not at that, we're not at that stage when I order in you know, tens of thousands yet, she says. So yeah, we're not there yet. So getting kind of smaller quantities and getting that done can be interesting. So I'm just going to break this, and as I said, this is a second, it's a burnt one. So I'm just going to get this one out and pop that there. Okay. Here we go. The texture is going to be wonderful. Do you know what? I really wish there was like an audio chat. Does someone know any streaming things where we can have like a voice chat? I mean, that would be just probably loads and loads of people talking at the same time, but it would be really cool in a way, because it's tricky for me to look at this and to also talk to you. But yeah. Okay. So what do we think about the meetup? I need to pick this up, and I really would like someone to jump on the organisation committee, if you ladies so desire to be part of that. But yeah, it would be great if you could, because at the moment I need to focus on slightly different things. But I think it would be awesome to meet you. I would really love to meet you all, and to do some live workshops, and I think we can get it for like decent price as well, and not having to you know, not having to kind of spend a fortune on this event. We can probably get a hotel and just like a conference room, like whatever, a travel lodge, Premier Inn, whatever type of thing, and we can do a day event, and some people can stay overnight, and but don't have to. We can do that. What do you think? Google Hangouts. I don't. How many people can Google Hangouts manage? I'm not sure. Okay, so I need more cardboard, and I'm just going to pop that here. I'm probably going to need to bring a little more cardboard anyway. Oh, webinars. That's a really good idea. I've got WebEx. Oh, I've got WebEx. That's a really good idea. Yeah, I think I would need. Oh, I've got your email addresses, but you know, you would. Yeah, we would. That would need a little more organising, but we could definitely do that. That sounds like a plan to me. Webinars. Okay. Oh no, I know you tried to help, Dee. It's fine. I'm just thinking you know, I think we need to. Whoa, I got it on my top. I think we need to kind of maybe start looking into hotels and this kind of like areas. I'm gonna take some time and analyze where we are with, you know, where everyone is, and what, you know, where is the best place to do it. Quite a few people mentioned, oh, can we do several? We probably can. I would absolutely love that. So, you know, this is something we can explore as well. Maybe do 2 or 3, so that, you know, all of you can join, because there's so much interest. You know, there's well, I don't remember how many we are on now, but there are quite a few people who said they're interested, and I think like 7 or 8 who said they would definitely go no matter what, which is lovely. But yeah. I really hope that my husband understands that. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Okay. Switched it off. Bear with me. Okay. All right. Yes. Seriously, PPI call. How rude. I think I'm going to report you, whoever's calling. Anyway, I apologise about this. I should have switched the phone off, actually. Like, we don't really get a call. Okay. Don't you just love a good call? Thanks. It's horrible, actually. Bear with me. Oh, what an awful thing. Are you guys registered with, what's it called? TPS? Telephone Preference Service. We are, and we still get a lot of PPI calls. How frustrating. Oh, I can't get that stuck on. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my E6000. If you can't get something stuck on, use your E6000. Just a warning, it's quite toxic, so do open the window if you use it a lot. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be a really weird show. I'm just gonna get that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, glue. Why aren't you coming out? Okay. Here we go. That's better, isn't it? Okay. All right. Right, so this is a mess, but don't you worry, we are going to get there. It is going to continue to be, well, it's not going to continue to be awesome. It will become awesome at some point in time. So let's just add a little more netting, get that stuck on. Can I ask you, what are the guesses for What is the theme of the April box? I'm curious. What do you think is going to be? Let me just give you a bit of a hint before you start that a lot of other companies do that theme at the moment, which is probably a massive giveaway. Okay. All right. So someone just said about the event that it needs to be in a reasonable kind of distance from me. I don't mind. I can travel. My husband is lovely enough to take me anywhere that he will, we will need to go. And we have a bigger car now as well, so we can take the products and boxes. And because I did say I'm going to create an exclusive box for the event, and I will, and then we can craft with it whilst we're there, or we can craft with our own products. We will see. But I would send all the information about what we're actually going to be doing. I would send this beforehand, so you don't have to worry about these things. Okay. Happy's back and just brought in a cuppa. Oh, I wish mine was back soon. I hope he will be back soon. I'm starving. You can buy phones to stop this, but they cost an arm and leg, yeah. I think you ladies are onto something with the theme. That's all I'm going to say. The responses I can see now, which you will probably hear me saying this in about 30 seconds your time because it's all really delayed. I can see that you are onto something, and I hope that you will enjoy that theme. I really do hope so. So I've just given away loads of information. I cut those little bits and they kind of fallen on my canvas. I'm just going to add them because why not? Okay. Alright, just add that. Just put that on here. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. This is starting to look lovely. Okay. I'm just going to start putting bigger pieces around. Well, I have put a lot of bigger pieces, but I'm just going to put more and more and more. And all you need, as I said, all you need here is texture. It's texture, 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 texture everywhere. Just add texture. Okay. Now, the hobbycraft bit, if you remember what I mentioned, here we go. So we got the hobbycraft little bits here. And I'm going to use them. So I'm just going to pop them here. Pop them somewhere here. That's the great thing about this as well. You just don't really need to think about 33 are watching. Yay! Especially considering it's Saturday morning. That's crazy, isn't it? Then we got this little thing here. Ooh! Freeze a bit. Hold on. This needs a little stronger adhesive. Where do we want this? Because this is kind of going to negate what I've got already. So we may... This has a little bit of a sharp bit. I'm just wondering if I can get my scissors and maybe move that. Hold on. I'm going to do it off camera so it doesn't end up in my eye. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. I want this to peak. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it there. Okay. All right. Oh, did Theo abandon us? Did Sylvia go as well? Okay, I'm just going to continue with that. Hold on. Why am I not getting the glue I need? I'm just going to have to sort out this E6000 glue. Okay. I've got loads of E6000 because it's such a good glue. But as I said, it's quite toxic, so... Whoa. Okay. Just going to add this to my freezer bit. Okay. Just get that here. Here we go. And then I've also got this bit. I'm just wondering, can I break it? Can I? No, probably not yet. I am going to put that here. Okay, so you just make sure you use a really strong adhesive for this, and just going to keep adding little bits and pieces here and there. More texture, more texture. I know this look is looking weird, and you are probably thinking, oh, you know, this is probably horrendous and crazy. I promise you it will start looking half decent. Alright, so I'm done with the bigger pieces. I'm going to move on to smaller pieces now. So this is my magical box of little trinkets that I use, and I just chuck the rest into the box, and then I wonder when I'm ever going to use it, and I never use it. So loads. Okay, so we have the wing, so we need to use that somewhere. I have loads of little things that I kind of started using. I have seconds. This one, for example, if you remember, we had this in one of the boxes. This one has really sharp edges, so it's, you know, gessoing it will do it good. I started using little Tim Holtz for something, and I put like October 2012 bled out and bled out. Gosh, that's gruesome. I can use that as well, and that will be gessoed. Different plastic bits and pieces, different metal bits and pieces. What was this glue I use? I use E6000 PAM. It looks like this. As I said, it's quite toxic, so open the window if you're using it, but it will stick anything. We have our little gate, so I'm going to be using that. I have a little owl. We had that in January box, pre-order gift. I have little birds. They're probably going to be in one of the boxes sometime. And I have little bits of broken keys. I've got a key that has a really awful grammar mistake on it, so I am going to be using this and painting over it because this was not suitable to be given to anyone, and lots of other things. So okay, I am going to be sticking this on now. Okay, so let's think about this for a moment. So I have a little frame, so I'm going to put that here and add some more. I'm probably going to switch to E6000 in a second, and I am going to open the window because you do need with these things. Hold on, I am going to open the window and just do E6000. Ooh, people are going to be like, what is she? Who is she talking to? Who is this woman? Why does she just keep talking? Okay, now let's move on with this. Okay, so it's a bit chilly here now with the window open. What's the temperature like where you are? I'd really like to know, because here things have been a little bit cold recently. Not too bad, but you know. Okay, I'm just going to keep adding this. I am going to bring my box, my can of resin in a second, which you have probably seen during the last shows, previous shows. I've got bigger trinkets, and yeah, and I'm going to put some of the resin bits on there as well. Yeah, it is. Caroline just said it's a great way to use lots of broken bits. Absolutely. And I store them because I knew I want to. Sorry, I just put that in the corner, that little. Yeah. I will focus on this area, and then I'm just going to move the canvas around. Yeah, I do store all my kind of bits, broken bits, and then I use them on. I wanted to use it on a project like this. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, just get that in the corner here. Alright, 4 degrees. Oh, yeah, it's so cold. Why is it so cold? Well, because it's winter. And we actually had a really mild winter as well. Right, I'm going to put this on the other side. We will get back to that area in a second. Sticking things on. Yeah. Sticking things on. So is everyone excited about the back orders coming out finally? Oh, I've been doing this about midnight last night because, as I said, I needed to deal with some stuff at work. So I'm quite excited it's done because I can focus on March box as well. Okay, sticking more stuff on. Okay, hot here. Hubby's lit the fire. Oh, that sounds fantastic. We don't actually have a fire, we just got central heating, so yeah. But I am looking forward to my Costa coffee. Did you see like all the pictures I post where when Sam is here and she's helping me packing, bless her. There's always Costa coffee in the background, and yeah, so that's quite fun. We both love Costas so much. And then Mark just keeps supplying us with Costas. Mark is my husband. He keeps supplying us with Costas so that we keep going. Okay, so never throw anything away, especially if you think you'll be able to use it on something like this, because it's a really good way to utilize all the broken bits and, you know, all the kind of seconds, and yeah, that really does work. Okay, here we go. Get that on. So I hope you guys are crafting with me as well, or that you're doing something crafty, having a cup of tea, chatting with each other, which is good that you are chatting with each other. And where we want this here. The thing with E6000 is that it's going to stick it forever, and also you can kind of do it at the angle, and don't worry that it's just going to, you know, oh, it's not fully adhered, therefore it's going to fall apart. No, it won't. It's just going to stay. It's just going to stay there, which is fantastic. Right, so I keep focusing on this area here because that's what we have in frame. And this is a bit on the angle, but that's fine. And I'm just going to put, so this, I get, you know, just for those who have recently joined us, I get that it's looking horrendous, and you're probably like, does she know what she's doing? Has she ever done any crafting? Yeah, I get that, and all I'm saying is that, trust me, when I paint over this, it's just going to be a texture. Just imagine all of it is just going to be white. Okay. Bless you, taking notes. Yeah, all of it is going to be white, and then there's also going to be spray. So I'm building this, and I just want to keep adding more and more and more. So we will see how far we will get. So I've got little bits like this, and they will go somewhere here as well. It doesn't matter that, you know, it's upside down because it's all going to be painted over. I'm going to put that bead inside there, so that now I'm kind of adding yet another layer of yet another layer of dimension onto this. We got a little owl. Don't we just love owls? Oh, I've got a little broken owl. Hold on. I've got this one, and it's got chipped ear. They're so cute. I've got about 60 of those because I was planning to put them in one of the boxes, and then I changed the idea for the theme. So they, you know, they might actually feature in one of the boxes sometimes, but they're absolutely cute. Okay. And then what else are we going? So, oh yeah, so broken bits. These are keys from the February box. They kind of fell apart in my hands, or I broke them because I was too vigorous. So I've got that one as well. So all this is going to go somewhere. All this is just going to feature on this canvas. I'm just going to take another one here, and gonna move it here, because I want to add that to the corner here. Okay. Slap anything on. Yeah, pretty much. Karen, yeah, I'm afraid it is like that because it's the type of canvas, but I will finish it today, hopefully. Obviously, given everything that's happening with Marchbox and back orders, you know, my attention has been on that, because I really want this out. I want this out, and I want to, because when the box is out, then I can also get a little bit of rest, and then the next box, I've got the time to start planning the next box. So, oh, if you were wondering what I'm doing, I was just sticking this thing on. I keep my E6000 open at the moment because I'm just going to be adding. Okay, I think it's time to open my little can. Okay. Oh, I just took apart my mum's old laptop, going to mechanical one soon. Karen, perfect idea. this is such a good idea, and I was just thinking that I would have loved to have you know, something like this. It's brilliant. It's a really good idea. This is a can. I showed you this during our last crafting session. This is a can I use for all the bits and pieces that I kind of cast, all the seconds, etc. So I've got this. I'm going to take a bunch of bits out, and they will just add more texture. I think there was one that was kind of half not done, so I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use roses. I'm going to use, it's going to get a bit darker now. Going to use these. Going to use little frames. Loads and loads and loads of stuff here that I can use. Okay, and maybe a little heart there, a little rose. Oh, a little button. Whoa, don't go anywhere, button. Big rose. Why not? A little swirly, cutesy bit. Oh, this is such a good way. Look at that. Perfect. Got really dark now, didn't it? Okay, that's fine. I think it's getting really dark. Suddenly we got really dark clouds, so I'm just gonna bring the brightness up a little bit. Hold on, bear with me. Get the brightness up. Whoa, it just got really dark out of nowhere. I think it's that we're gonna have some bad rain. Okay, I'm just gonna move that down. Okay. Right. Okay. Where were we? I've got tons and tons and tons of little trinkets here, so I'm just gonna keep adding. Keep adding. So I've got this one, and I think we will put it somewhere there. It's like product on top of product on top of product on top of product, pretty much. So that's why it's a really good idea to use like a cheaper you know, elements, resin stuff, seconds, anything you have in the kitchen. All that really makes sense to use. Okay. I see 33 of you watching. I think so. To those who joined us recently, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I'm just going to add that wing here. Okay. Whoopsie doodle. If you are wondering, hold on. I'll just put that wing in there. I do need to remember to focus on the areas that are in the frame. Okay. It did get so dark out of nowhere. It's crazy. Oh yeah, someone just told me about little. Oh yeah, okay. I saved some bottle tops from my experience. I can use them now. Yeah, absolutely. And I've got this tiny little. Mark had gin and tonic yesterday, I'm guessing. So pop that there because why not, right? Now flowers. So I have a flower doesn't have this green thing. Bit of a second. So I'm going to pop that there as well. Just add it here. Just keep adding. Build the texture. Build it up. And I've got that, and that will probably go in there. I've got a little cute little swirly. Where will swirly go? Here maybe, because these areas will be quite visible. Okay, and then we have this big piece. So that will probably go somewhere. Gosh, I'm going to use that entire glue, I reckon. Okay, and then we have that frame. So I will probably move that a little bit and add it. Well, no, because we have another frame just right next underneath. So I'm going to add it here. Here I'm going to put a little bicycle. Okay. Are we going to see some of your own design flowers in Craftbox, Anna? Michelle, yes, you will. Absolutely. And I'm very excited because I'm talking to the factory to design different ones and kind of, yeah, something that, yeah, to design different ones. Let's leave it at that. Yes, these flowers will be in Craftbox. Probably not the massive ones, or possibly not the massive ones. I still need to figure that one out. The massive ones are really big, so A, they take a lot of space, but they're also really pricey to produce. But yeah, we will see. Might possibly, but they may possibly make it to the website. I will see, because I have 200 as a sample. 200 sample. Yeah, so, but I'm waiting for, there's this massive delivery that I'm waiting for. It's at the moment, I think it's still in Thailand. And once that gets delivered, I should have all the designs that I've designed, which I designed 35 different ones. Oh, so exciting. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to now take all the Prima stuff, all the Prima bits, and stick them somewhere, because I'm at that point where I need to really kind of finish off sticking big bits on, and then move on to smaller bits to fill in the space, because ideally you don't want to have any canvas space free. You just carry on with this. And I'm just thinking, can I maybe slot that underneath here? I'm going to be changing the brightness. If it's too bright, then let me know, and I will change it when I read your comment, because it's it just got really dark out of nowhere for a moment, but it's getting brighter again. I think it's going to start raining in a second, actually. So, okay. I'm just going to get that here and get that here. Okay. Scraps of wool. Okay. What else do we want on here? No. Oh, you see, oh, I love this flower. It's getting really bright again. Hold on, I'm just going to turn on the brightness a little bit so that you can see. Okay, that's fine. Back to the chat so I can see what you're talking about. Okay, and I think we want this somewhere here. And I am going to use that entire glue. This is going to take ages to dry, but we will see. Okay, then we have, where else do I have? I have a little heart, and that heart, it's all the pieces that, whoa, all the pieces that I cast myself. So that will go there. And then we also have this. Do you remember we were talking about the honeycomb, not stencil, what is it called? The MDF type of design, and the company that I got this, I got a bunch from a company in UK, and then they're actually a Polish company. I contacted them and said, you know, would you like to feature in Craft Box? And you know, and by the way, can I make a big order? So they said yes and yes. So not this design, but different design is going to be in your April Craft Box. But also, I'm going to have this specific design on the website in Anna's Picks, because that's fantastic. It's just such a great texture. And you know, it's brilliant to add to your project. And if you saw my canvas from the scrapbook page, that in the end ended up being like a framed piece, that's where I used this honeycomb thing. So I'm just going to pop that. No, I don't necessarily want to cover all that texture here, but I do want to add it here. Okay. Alright, just going to add this, more of that in different areas. Probably I'm just probably going to take my multi-medium and just slap that on. That's fine. I'm going to keep using that. Nearly ran out of my multi-medium mat, which is, yeah, I'm usually much better prepared than that, but okay. Alright, get that. Well, maybe I can slot that in there. Okay, and then pop that there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that creative? Okay, oh, that E6000 is really hitting me now. I'm going to be stone on glow. Okay, pop that there as well. Just filling in the blank spaces. That's all you do with these things. And just keep adding. Okay. I think I need a bigger dollop there underneath. Here we go. That's good. Okay. I'm just going to take some smaller pieces now and just add them around. I might just switch to my E6000. Okay. And yep, back to that. Keep adding, keep adding. I just added that in a little bit of a corner there. Now, this is an interesting one, and I wonder if I can snap it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna snap it and make it, and just add it in different areas. So add it here. Okay, and then add that here. Add loads of glue. All I can say. Add glue, 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 glue everywhere. Okay, maybe add it here as well. Okay, this will add here at some point. Good stuff. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, where was I? Hold on. Let me just think, my scattered brain. Need more of those. Need more flowers, I think. I think this needs more flowers. The thing with flowers is that obviously I'm going to gesso it all. So some of them will take moisture quite well. Some of them will take gesso, especially those stiff ones. They will take gesso just fine, but some of them not going to be that good with gesso. So okay, now I got to that point when I need to take really tiny little bits and pieces. So I'm just going to be using things like this. It's getting really bright again. So let me just change this. Okay, that should do better. So I'm just going to now use something like this. Imagine if I just like finished here and they were like, oh, that's a rubbish piece of art, isn't it? That's a rubbish piece of art. You never know. You never know what people like. Sometimes people like this kind of stuff. Sometimes they don't. So yeah. I can't see the chat now because I covered myself with the thing. Okay, so this is the key is gonna go there. So I'm doing quite well on in this area. So I'm just going to be filling little bits and pieces of space with various kind of trinkets, so that I can have some kind of texture everywhere. This was probably way too much glue. I really wish my other glue worked fine, because let me see if I can resurrect that E6000 and maybe I can poke it with something, because I think it just got a little bit stuck. Oh, why are you not flowing? Ooh, there is some blockage situation here. How to resurrect your E6000. Oh, da da da! We are there. Look at that. It's coming up. It's very slow and annoyingly slow, but that's fine. Okay, where were we? Texture, more of it. We want more texture. Okay, here. A little key is going to go. Oh, this is so much better. Key is going to go here. And then we will add a little bits somewhere here, maybe. This smells different, this glue. I don't know why. It's the same glue, but it's not. It smells kind of cucumbery, but I know it's not good for you. That's why I've got window open. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna add that. If the brightness is a bit funny, then just do let me know how it's looking at the moment on your end. Okay, fine. Now, just going to focus on tiny little bits and pieces. So I'm just going to break that key, actually on purpose this time around, and add that here. Get the texture more. Texture. How many times did I say texture? It's like I should have like a contest of counting. Okay. Especially wherever I'm just going to focus on where the white areas are and they don't have anything. So I've got a little tile there, for example, so I've added that. I've got a little gear here, so I'm going to add that. And that's fine. And then I've got something else here, so I'm just going to pop that there. I think you are not sticking very well because you are a little bit on the angles, a bit dimensional, so we got to get you sticking better. That's fine. Little flower, that needs to go somewhere where it's really, that will be good. It's already quite empty. And you go there. And oh, this is fun. Okay. And adding that. And adding, this is real fun. Now you can add those little bits and pieces. Oh, look at that. I wanted to do this for such a long time. It's so actually exciting to finally be doing this. I'm just going to add that here and maybe just glue it on. Go away, dog. Okay. I'm gonna add that. That's the thing about having your window open whenever you're working with a toxic glue. You are going to hear all the things that are happening. I've got a little poinsettia flower as well. You know, that will all be gesso, so it doesn't matter that it's now red and horrible in comparison. It's not horrible, but you know, it's not a good it's not a good match for everything. But nothing is really a good match here at the moment. So that's where we are here. I think I'm going to add that to the mix as well. And I'm just got some white areas here and here. And so just going to throw like little beads and little bits and pieces that I can just use for adding texture. Okay. Does the E6000 stick immediately or there is time adjusting? Caroline, there is loads of time adjusting. It dries quite slowly, but it dries. Whoa, hold on. It dries forever. So although it's slow, it will, you know, it will be there for forever, pretty much. So I'm just putting that in the corner. I just put that here. Okay. The thing with the nozzle one, which I actually cannot find, if you guys can find a nozzle one somewhere, do give me a shout. I got this one from Michael's in US when I went there a few years back. So the one with the nozzle I can't find. I can only find the one with the big, big screwy thing, whatever it's called. So I would like the one with the nozzle because it's much more, it's much better. The only annoying thing about it is that you can't really stop the flow of the glue, so you have to close it very fast when you finished working with it. Okay. What else we've got here? Just gonna add that here. This is a corner. I'm properly stuck to everything at the moment. Okay, more keys. Do we need more keys? Why not? Add that key. All little bits. No, I don't think we need you there. We need you somewhere else. Okay, all little bits and pieces go everywhere. I think I do want something here though, because that's going to be a little empty. So we can add that. Add some buttons. Somewhere there. This is more fun because you can actually I can actually start visualizing it. So now another important thing about these things is that I have a high point here, but you know everything else is quite flat. So I'm just going to add a few more high points as well, or a few areas where I want to have like a raised design. And maybe I'm just going to add, now I'm just moving everything around, which is not ideal. Just going to add that resin bit. This is from the mold, from the Prima mold. They're beautiful, those molds, and they're so durable as well. They're very sturdy. So now I am trying to figure out where I want this. Okay, that's fine. I am going to add, where else we want here. Hey Anna, you just might have to do another live show next week. when the glue and gesso dry, so you can show us how you complete the canvas. Oh. Yeah, I probably might have to. We will see. Well, actually, we have another live show booked. That is for crafting with Marchbox, which I don't think you're gonna get your Marchbox by then, so we might have to reschedule that one. But yeah, this should hopefully. Well, we will see. We will see how long it's gonna take for this to dry. But I'm gonna attempt to gesso it. But yeah, you're probably right. It's probably gonna have to dry a little bit before I can continue with gessoing around. But you know, you have your challenge, so I do hope that you will take part in the challenge. For those who didn't hear, and just to repeat again, I challenge you guys to do a bit of a kind of a rubbish canvas. Rubbish in sense that you will use lots of rubbish rather than it's not nice looking. So yeah, so I challenge you to do rubbish canvas, a minimum 6 by 6 inches in size by the end of March, and then send me the pictures, and whoever is gonna send me the nicest canvas, or the most creative, or the most innovative, is going to get my May craft box for free. How's that sounding to those who haven't heard that before? I hope that sounds good, because that sounds good to me actually. Okay. Yeah, there is another one. There's another live craft session next week. But as I said, we will see how we're gonna get on. You know, we can keep it and we can craft together again. I'm more than happy to do that. I love doing those. Or we can move it and wait for the March box to be delivered. Whoa, that's probably not a good idea. What do we think? Do let me know if you want to keep crafting with me, or if you want to wait for your March box to arrive first. Because you probably don't want to see everything that's in the March box. You probably want to keep a little bit of a surprise there as well. Oh, okay. We can. I'm more than happy to craft with you every week. More than happy to. Okay, what I'm going to do, I am going to zap this with a heat gun in hope that I can get some of those things are already dry, or they're dry-ish. So I'm going to zap it with a heat gun and then see if we can. And I'm going to get stoned on fumes, but see if I can carry on. Okay? Which gel medium do I use? Hold on. I use my multi-medium matte by Ranger. Okay. Get that zapped. I hope you guys can hear me through the heat gun. Right. Get that dry. So today I'm going to be finishing I'm going to be finishing packing the products. So as I said to you before, sorry, I'm just laughing at these these comments about crafting every week. So as I said to you before, the March craft box, I've got flowers to do, I've got papers to do. So I hope this weekend this is all going to be finished. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm probably going to be a little quiet again for the rest of the weekend. And also, so I never told you about my week, did I? So my week has been quite bad this week, because there are redundancies in the place where I work, and that's always really heartbreaking, and I can't talk too much about it, but it has been announced kind of publicly, so I don't think it's a massive secret. But oh, this is getting drier. I think we're going to be okay with starting to gesso it. And I haven't mentioned Tim Holtz yet, but yeah, so there are redundancies in the place where I work, and so hard, and my team is affected. And anyway, I'm not going to go there. I can't talk too much about it, as you do. But we're still going through consultation and whatnot. Anyway, yeah. So that's quite difficult, and it's been really, really hard, because that means as a manager, there's a lot for me to deal with as well, which is fine, obviously, because I want to support my team. um, and and then um, and then also something that happened yesterday, utterly frustrating. So I showed you the picture of my new storage room for Craftbox. This is incredibly exciting, and I loved, I love the storage room is fantastic. But I ordered really useful boxes, and to put in the storage shelves, and they were supposed to be delivered by Friday, but they have never arrived. And I called the customer service, they hung up on me, and then I emailed them via their website form, and they crashed. It's just not working. So I started to dispute with PayPal because I'm like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time or patience for this. I'm not going to accept any of this. So yes, I started a dispute with them. So after I finished the show, my husband is going to take me to Staples so that we can buy some really useful boxes, and I will hope that in the meantime, I'm going to yeah, whatever I said. I hope in the meantime I'm going to get the money back from PayPal, but I need to get those boxes from Staples, so that's where Mark and I are going. So yes, there's March craft box, back orders, and getting my storage room organised. That's what I'm going to be doing. Yes. Bless you. Yes, I like tin holes, that's fine. What can I do? Okay, this is looking fine actually. Well, kind of semi-fine. This side is looking drier. I think this generally got a bit more drying time. So I think I might. This may work. This may not work. Oh, this is dry. Hold on. I'm just checking. This is dry-ish. I'm going to give it a little longer. And I think I can get that gessoed. I really want to show you how that kind of white gessoed thing is going to look like, because I think that's brilliant. The resin bit starts to melt with the heat, brilliant. Okay, getting that dry. Getting this MDF start smelling, it's burning, great. Great, all the good smells. Okay, this needs a little more attention, and I will get cracking with gessoing. I think I'll be fine. Thankfully, this glue is, although it's taking a while to dry, it seems like I'm doing quite well with getting it heat gunned. So, okay, it's not getting drier. Okay. Just going to get this. That's nearly dry. That's melting. That's dry. That's dry. That's hot. Moving. That one is not settled. That needs to get settled a bit better. Okay. I am gonna give gessoing a go. I probably shouldn't, but you know what? Who cares? Break the rules. Be a rebel. That's my philosophy in life. Okay, I just need to find my white gesso. So here we go. I'm gonna use my golden gesso. How crazy! Like, the time flies when I talk to you. We have been at it for an hour and a half already. Isn't that absolutely insane? I'm gonna try this brush. I'm not sure if this is the right one, but yeah, consultation is horrible. I've been through 10 during my career with the company I work for, who I've been with for 27 years, and they're never easy. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, it's horrendous. I've been through several myself. I've been made redundant in the past. I know how it feels. It's never easy, and it's just heartbreaking. So, bit of a crappy week, but so if I just to let you know, if I am a bit quiet, like maybe don't post that much, or yeah, for next one, especially this week, and then for the next week or so, or maybe even a bit longer, then just bear with me, because I'm kind of trying to do a lot, and there's only me doing it, and I love it. I love it to bits, but sometimes, sometimes different things need attention, and yeah. But yeah, let's just leave it at that. Okay, I'm starting to gesso it all, so it's all going to start turning white. Hello, Wendy. Okay. Lovely. Right, this is semi-dry. I think it's dry enough for me to... So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that gessoed as much as I can. Some parts I probably won't be able to. This brush is actually really good. It's the Martha Stewart brush. I got a set from US, from Amazon, I think, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good for this kind of stippling motions. So as you could see, all the purples, everything. We will see how many coats we're gonna need, but so far so good. This gesso is really, really good. The one I've got here. You could have used the Prima gesso as well. I'm hearing Anna, but someone else talking. It's just me. It's just me. There's no one else. And yeah, so the Prima gesso is much thicker. It would do fine, and you would probably just need one coat as well. So I've got window open, so there may be some kind of feedback, but I don't know if there would be or wouldn't be. But okay, so can you see what I'm talking about? This is all kind of getting white now, and I'm gonna take a smaller brush afterwards and go through all those little bits and pieces. So to make sure that they're all covered. But this is like watching the paint dry nearly literally, because I'm going to be painting all of this white. So I do apologise. This is probably going to be a boring bit. But yeah, we can have a chat. Ask me anything. I'll answer any questions. So anything you want to ask Anna, your agony aunt, your crafty agony aunt. And I'll have a look at what you're asking me, if you're asking me anything, if you're interested in anything. And I can tell you. Okay, if you are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just stippling. I'm stippling the gesso. This gesso is so good because it's actually quite high coverage, but it's also fairly liquidy, which is what I value in that kind of product. Okay, so you need to go through all those little crevices. I'm going to grab a tinier brush, as I said, in a second, when I kind of cover the majority of the areas I want to cover, and then just get into those little crevices, little nooks and crannies. Need to get our flower gessoed as well. Although this flower is going to take take spray really well. You're hearing voices. Oh, you crazy lot. Yeah, such a crazy lot. Lovely crazy lot. Do you know, you really kind of... I've been saying, I'm really looking forward to the show. I'm really looking forward to the show. And I've just been thinking, like, you really saw me through this week, because it was just so lovely to, to kind of detach myself from everything that was happening, and and kind of talk about creativity and more positive things, because creativity and what you do with that creativity is such a positive thing. Like I was just saying to my husband one day, like, imagine being a policeman, or being a fireman, or being a firewoman, or being a solicitor. You never deal with positives. You never deal with kind of, it's never a positive experience. I mean, the outcome may be positive, but it always starts with negative. Like, when do ever policemen and women called to a loving, to a situation where a family has a loving dinner. Oh, loving dinner? What? Do you know what I mean? They're just it's always negative. But crafting, what is negative about crafting? It's just such a positive, empowering experience. What am I doing here? Hold on. Yeah, it's such a positive thing. So yeah, love it. It's a bit of a different thing to do and to focus on whenever the going gets rough. So it's my oasis, really, and that's why I wanted to do this canvas as well. And you know, when I will probably have to kind of stop where it is and then just get it to dry, but I will show you all the pictures, and then hopefully, you know, you will be able to do something similar, and then through this you'll be able to you'll know what the process is for this, because I have seen these canvases finished, and they just look amazing, but I never know how that actually works. So I may record the spraying process. I will see if I can record that as well. Okay. Oh, you all inspire me as well. Absolutely. And as I said, you saw me through this hard, difficult week. Difficult for difficult for my team and for everyone. It's heartbreaking. But anyway, let's focus on creativity, because that's what we are here to do. Create. Okay. Did you ever doubt me, Karen, that I wouldn't turn it into something pretty? We always knew that. This would always be a winner. Husband is back. I think it's going to be Costa here in a second. Love Costa. What's your drink of choice? Is it tea? Is it like coffee? If it's coffee, do you have like machine at home, or do you do it by hand when you're out and about? Is it Starbucks? Is it Costa's? Is it Cafe Nero's? What is your favorite? Do let me know, because mine is Costa. It used to be Starbucks for a really, really long time. But yeah, but now it's Costa's, which is great because we got Costa's just round the corner. So when Sam comes to help, Sam lives in the next village down from me. So when she comes to help, she always brings a little cup of coffee, and then we have my husband bringing us further cups of coffee, because we work quite late hours to finish everything off. And okay, this looks like snow. This kind of makes me think of snow. Oh. Sorry I had such a bad week. Hoping this is helping end the Costa. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This is really helping. That's why I wanted to do it. As much for you as I wanted to do for me. Get this all. Oh, bless him. My husband just coming out of the car with my coffee. I can see because I'm just sitting in front of the window. When I work from home, I sit here. I sit at my craft desk as well, and it's great because I can see sun and I can see people, and I just, it's just a bit of I've got a window I can look at, which is fantastic. Latte Costa. Oh yeah, we love Costas. Seems like there are some Costa fans as well here around. So the bit I don't like is this here. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit white. Let me just darken it a little bit, because you're not going to be able to see it. Yeah, that's better. So yes, the bit I... Hi, Sally D! And yes, the bit I don't like is that one, but I can add some bits to kind of make it a bit more dimensional. But yeah, keep gessoing it. So I hope that you don't mind that this session is very kind of about a specific project, which is quite time consuming, but I did hope that we can have a chat, and that was really my main objective. So I do hope you're not disappointed with the fact that you're probably not going to see the final result of this crafting thing until I get it sprayed. The glue did like a really nice net here. Hold on. So the glue did like a really, really fine net in here. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Can you see that? Oh, so cute. Love it. Okay. Hello, who came in? Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to our little crafting gathering. So I am now gessoing my canvas, where I stick loads of little bits and pieces onto. Do I hear coffee delivery? Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, coffee and a kiss. Oh, yay! Beverage. Okay. Lovely. So, this is where I'm stippling. So this brush is just full of paint. Yeah, we have the texture paste everywhere. We have the texture paste on the edges, and then we have bigger pieces around, and then we have smaller pieces kind of going around as well. Okay, lovely. So this is need to be get that done. So nearly done with this. Then I will take a smaller brush. How many times did I say that? Say this? I did say it quite a few times. I'm going to take a smaller brush and yeah, get all the nooks and crannies. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I do need to drink a little more coffee. Cheers to you, ladies. Sometimes I feel like I would like to start blogging. I think that would be quite hilarious. And sometimes I think it's just too much effort. What do you think? I think it's too much effort. Love coffee. Who's Mark? Mark's my husband. Mark is... Pam is like, who's Mark? So funny. Mark is my husband. Okay. Ooh, good. Okay. This flower is not sticking very well. I think it's just going to need a little more additional convincing. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, it looks brilliant, doesn't it? Right, so what I'm going to do is hold on, I'm just going to add a little more. I'm going to dry this with the heat gun, and then, before I dry this, I'm just going to take a smaller brush and just go in these little crevices, and then add, just going to take something like this. You kind of have time left to blog, Anna. Yes, hi, oh. I was just trying to grab some gesso from my coffee. This is how far it goes. Yes, Melissa, how can I help? You can ask a question, absolutely. Please. I'm just waiting for Melissa's question. Okay. I'm just going to add gesso in the little bits and crevices here. That's why I took like a sharpish ending brush. Okay. Where do we have the rest? There and there. Okay. Just getting this on here. Okay. And there. And there. I'm still waiting for a question, Melissa. What's up? Tell me. Oh, I love coffee so much. I take bribery in coffee, only for craft box. Okay, get that. So you really need to make sure when you're doing this, what is that you're putting on? I missed when you started applying it. I'm using gesso, Melissa. I'm using white gesso by Golden. And you can get any gesso. You can even get gesso from Works. It is quite cheap and it's quite good, although it doesn't have as good of a coverage. And this is, I'm putting it on because I'm going to be spraying this entire piece with sprays. So that's what I am. That's why I'm adding it. And Gesso is really good with kind of grabbing. You know, it will give me a nice clean surface to apply sprays. So this is what I'm doing. You do need to just keep adding it into all the corners. It's quite, it's quite time consuming. That's why it's good doing it whilst you're chatting to someone, and like chatting to you, ladies. Okay. I really want to have a go. I just have a real problem layering. I don't seem to be able to let myself cover things even partially. Yeah. It comes, Kerry, it comes with experience. Really, it comes with with a bit of a experience. As I just said, duh, repeating myself. But this, I mean, as long as you kind of keep an even surface, you don't really have to worry about this kind of stuff. There is. I did mention I don't like this bit particularly, but I can just add some more. Like, I can add a little more creative bits. Like, I'll add a little rose there. Actually, thinking about it, I might just do that now, so that I don't have to wait for days to get it to dry. So I would just add just to make it a little more arty. Oh, here we go, perfect. And it's actually stuck in there, so I don't think this is going to move. So I can just gesso it now. Here we go. Yeah, that's starting to look a bit better. Okay. Here we go. All right, so. Oh, by the way, do you know there's always this one of my subscribers always dislikes my videos, and I know it's a subscriber because Google tells me that much. Yeah. Oh, there's always one dislike. Always one dislike. No, why are you watching my video if you don't like it? Sad. That's fine. That's fine. Like, even the most popular vloggers have lots of, like, not lots of dislikes, but they have a proportion of dislikes. So I guess I shouldn't get upset about these things. But you just want to be liked by everyone, but you can't be liked by everyone, I guess. Oh, this is becoming awesome. I want this chain. This chain, I think, is fine. Okay. All right. I am going to give it a zap. Delete her. I don't know who that is. I don't know actually who that lady, or gentleman is. Maybe they just don't like me. That's fine. That's fine. I'll live. I hope. Okay. All right. Drying. Okay. So Melissa just asked, does gesso need to be applied when using spray paint? No, you don't have to apply it, but I applied gesso all over this piece because I wanted to have an even surface to work on, and just one color, because all the pieces were different colors, so I needed to have like a uniform color. Plus, gesso grabs the pigment sprays really well. So this is going to work really well for this piece. Okay. I don't think anyone disliked yet, but I hope no one will dislike. Okay. This is drying actually really fast. I would say that if you're after a really good gesso, I really recommend Golden. Really recommend it. I don't have it on my website. I've got the Prima one, which I like as well. I like it for different purpose. I like it because it's actually thicker, but I really like the Golden one. It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite gesso. So yeah, definitely highly recommended. we probably have about 15 minutes, and I'm going to just be gessoing the rest of it. I am going to spray it afterwards with, hold on, I will show you which sprays I will use, and oh, this is at least what I'm thinking I'm going to use. Hold on. Oh, I'm on the squishy chair. You're going to be like, oh, she mentioned a chair. I am on a squishy chair. Okay. This is my Lindsay Stamp Gang spray set. So I am thinking of using turquoise, and this turquoise colour, and this is called Tiffany Le Bleu. Tiffany Le Bleu. That one. And I am probably going to use the dark chocolate truffle as my brown. And this is, I'm not going to lie, this is very similar to a piece I saw ages ago somewhere on YouTube, where there was this really smooth transition between blue and then between brown, and it was, the half was blue, then it was just kind of going darker, and then there was brown, or turquoise and brown, and then what I'm going to do afterwards, I did say I'm going to show you the door. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. But I'm just going to put that to the side. I did. Oh, here we go. I'm going to use a Prima door, and so these are the ones I've got. They are amazing. I believe they are discontinued now. I have got quite a few. If you want me to, I am going to put them on the website. I have planned to keep quite a few for myself. I'm not gonna lie. And the hold on, Dee just asked me a question. I'm just going to finish this. Yeah, so these are the door, and I want to spray it, and I want to set off door here, and then in somewhere kind of around do something like inspire, enjoy you, some kind of writing, and maybe I would just write it myself, and like with inks, or I'm not sure yet, but I just want this to be like really inspirational, and that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Dee, what did you ask? How do you use crystal color drops, please? What are crystal color drops, Dee? I'm not sure. If you can just let me know, then I will answer that question. And in the meantime, I'm just going to grab a little more coffee. Lynn just said she needs some of the sprays. Hold on. I want to show you something. I just need to find it. Okay. Whilst this is kind of, whilst we still have a few minutes, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about kind of what's coming, because I think that's quite interesting. So, as I told you before, Color Arte is discontinuing their shimmering sprays. So they have sprays which look like this, and they are not clear in color. They are actually kind of milky, and the colors are beautiful, but their colors are very subtle. The color payoff is not very it's not massive. Not as big as like Lindsay Stamp Gang or Prima. Personally, I like it for different use. So I really like the Prima one, the color blooms, and I really like the Lindsay Stamp Gang, but the colors are very vibrant. If you spray it, then you will get like a block of color, a blotch of color. With these, you have to spray quite a lot, but also if you after a more subtle color, then that's gonna give you after just a few sprays. And that's the reason why I like these. You've got different purposes depending on what you want them for. But if you spray once, you're not going to get that big blot of colour. Which one of the reasons why I haven't done this piece before is because I just really didn't like it. I was worried I'm just going to spray it and it's just going to be just lots of colour. You can obviously dab it with your paper towel, and then so you can dab with your paper towel, but if you spray it, then you just got like, if it's dark coloured and it's dark, and that's there. So now the Irradiant Rains from from Cora Arte. They're discontinued, but I have asked. I have ordered a big batch of those, so they will be on the website. But that will be literally just one off because there will be no longer. There will be pigments, there will be silks, there will be radiant gels, which I will be showing you sometime as well. And I got a lot of Prima bits and pieces as well. So I got pearls from Prima, so stuff like this that I showed you during our last session. So that will be on the website, and I will put the door on the website. So this specifically this, I bought tons for myself because I love these. I use them on pretty much everything. But I've got a few more, so I'm just going to put them on the website as well. Okay. So these ones, the ones I just mentioned, they are called the Radiant Rain, and they are by Color Arte, and they will be on Craftbox website whenever I get them delivered. They are getting discontinued, so this is going to be the last chance to buy them in UK. Okay. I don't know what is the Cosmic Shimmer Crystal Colour Drops. I'm not sure. I'm going to research it, Dee. I've never used that product, so I'm going to get back to you on that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add, for the next few minutes, I'm just going to add just a little bits and pieces, and then I will get it to dry, and then I will spray it. And I will show you the final version, which probably not going to be during this broadcast because, as someone mentioned, it is going to take a longer time to dry. And I also need to make sure that that glue is going to be really, really dry underneath. Oh, someone asked me if it's heavy. It's really heavy, but actually this canvas is really thick. Hold on, this canvas is really thick. And it's got really good kind of frame underneath. It's really well stretched. It doesn't have any kind of floppy bits around. So yeah, so that's what that's with the canvas. Okay, so I do hope this was. Can I use a normal paint on this, like tester pot? Yes, you can, absolutely. But I would suggest that paint is chalky. So if you, tester pots are brilliant. Like I've got plenty. I've got this stuff. I've got this stuff from Wix, etc. The only thing is, please make sure it's not water resistant, because you will have problem with spraying it and then that spray kind of setting, because you want it to be chalky. You want the color to grab. You want the color to grab onto whatever you put on top of that. But yeah, it doesn't have to be gesso. It can be just a normal paint, a normal acrylic paint, as long as it's kind of a chalky one. Okay. Use with ultra thick embossing crystal. Oh, I know what you talk about. Ultra thick embossing crystals. It says for use with ultra. Hold on. Cosmic Shimmer Crystal Colour Drops. Oh, okay. Oh, I know what ultra thick embossing crystals are. And hold on, I think I might have it here. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, these ultra thick embossing crystals. Yes, these are. They might just be adding color to this, because that's just when it's just really, really thick embossing powder, and you can do all sorts of things. It's almost like it's a solid version of glossy accents, so you can get that. You can get something really nice, shiny and glossy after adding this product. There's loads of use to it. I can show you at some point, but yeah. All right. I wish I could be more healthy. Okay. Oh, bless you. Okay, right. So I am going to. I hope you could see that, Dee. By the way, I'm making this sound when I'm drinking my coffee. By the way, in case you are wondering. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say to you that it was absolutely lovely to speak to you again, and I cannot wait for us to do another session, which is going to be March 1. And we'll see if we're going to do it next week or if we're going to move it by a week, depending, because I would love you to have your craft box. So we would need to wait a little bit for that. But thank you so much for watching, and it was so great to catch up with you, and I'm just feeling so much better. I was really looking forward to this. um I am going to spray it, and I'm going to put the door here, and I'm going to show you the final version, and I'm going to take loads of pictures and post it on both our craft boxes group and on our um on our Facebook page. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, before we go, just before we go, just wanted to say, we had that discussion about the craft boxes group, and and what should it be just for craft boxes or not. There are a few people waiting to be approved. I have actually checked, and I don't think they're customers. So, basing on what we discussed last time, I'm not going to let them in. Um, Probably. No, I'm not going to let them in. This group is just going to be for craft boxes. I think that it makes sense, and I just would really like to preserve this lovely sense of community we have. Yeah, and so yeah, I think that's it. I think that makes sense. All right, ladies, thank you so much. Love you loads, and I will speak to you next week or the week after that. Bye.